5 days. A 38-mile loop. Over 10,000 feet elevation gain. We'll share our epic campsite locations, our must-see peaks and overlooks, planning and preparing for the Goat Rocks Wilderness. You will need a Northwest Forest Pass for trailhead parking and a self-issuing permits, which is free, and a kiosk is located at the trailhead. Our 5-day trek starts at the Coleman Weed Patch Trailhead, and I'll tell you why we chose this trailhead over the Wallop Lake Campground a bit later. I wanted our trip to be more about the majestic beauty the Gifford Pinchot National Forest has to offer, instead of a death march each day. The Pacific Crest Trail runs through the Goat Rocks and is boasted by most PCT through hikers as the most scenic stretch on the PCT. The Wallop Lake Day Use and Campground and Snowgrass trailheads are very popular, and parking is a major issue. This is the reason why we chose the Coleman Weed Patch Trailhead to begin our trip. Day 1 campsite is the former Goat Ridge Lookout Tower location. There isn't a water source near, so you will need to pack in your water. A nice, small, flat campsite with amazing views for a sunset, and on this clear night, a million stars. It's morning, day 2, and it is very cloudy and windy. We are actually going to break camp today and skip breakfast, go down the trail a couple miles. There's a basin in a meadow with good water source. I think we're going to get out of this elements and get this day started after that. right below our pass that we're going to be going over to go down to Goat Lake and maybe take a little spur trail to Hawkeye's Point, I believe it's called. But there's plenty of water here, and also there's some campsites. Okay, so we're now connecting with the Lily Basin Trail, but now we're going to take the spur trail up to the Hawkeye Point and see if we can get some views. From down here, there's not a cloud in the sky, so I think we're in good shape. We've made it to camp on day 2. Goat Lake is behind me and Mount St. Helens is behind Dwayne. We're currently out of the wind. It's still been pretty gusty all day, but it looks like a nice evening and some nice views. There is a nice wooded area near the intersection of the Snowgrass Trail and the PCT. Located a quarter-mile south on the PCT is a flowing spring, which was our water source. We set up camp here and then we hiked north on the PCT to Bag O Snowy, a rugged peak of 7,880 feet with amazing views. This is a 4-mile out and back hike with over 1,500 feet of elevation gain. This isn't an easy 2-miler to the summit, but well worth a day hike from camp. As we planned our trip, we took notice of the elevation of our route as well as our campsites. Our base camp is Knoxville, Tennessee, and we hike similar elevations in the Smokies and the National Forest in North Carolina. With our trip being in mid-September, you have to plan for summer as well as winter, as we found out on day 4, waking up to snow. We packed for a winter trip, hoping for the best weather, but preparing for the unexpected as our overnight rain turned to snow. The advantage of this late summer trip was missing the flying insects, but a disadvantage was the scarce water on the trail. When you find water, drink plenty and take plenty of water with you. The rain and snow stopped and the clouds cleared for views from Sispus Pass. After a long break, we continued on the PCT, but our weather really took a turn for the worse. The remainder of day 4 was walking in heavy rain. The rain did lighten up enough to set up camp. We had one dry hour to cook, eat, and hang out for a while until we retreated to our tents for the night. Day 5 wasn't any better, and we basically was walking in the woods in the rain to finish our loop. I will include the stats to provide the logistics for those wishing to duplicate this circuit. If you have any questions or comments about our trip, use the comment section below and I will answer and respond to all of them. Happy trails, Bobby.